Hello everyone, welcome to my next video on the literary theory series, and today we'll be studying about Marxist literary criticism. So in the previous video we studied that how psychoanalytic criticism was asking that what lies beneath the story or what is hidden beneath the story. But Marxist criticism asks similar question but as the bigger picture. It asks what is the hidden class struggle and power beneath the story. Now it is looking through the perspective as we are living in a whole world. So it is looking through the bigger picture. Have you ever wondered that why the rich keeps getting richer and the poor keeps getting poorer? If not more poor, but he just remains in the same state he was from the first days. So here comes the writer Karl Marx, who was an economist, and in 1800s he talked all about these things in 1800s, where when industrial revolution was happening, when laborers were working for 16 hours a day and they were not getting equal wages, and there was so much inequality. At that time he was writing, because if you will resonate these things for present time, you will think that these things we can't apply now. And also, this is not a political tool. This is just look at this as a theoretical tool, as a way of looking at something and way of operating things. That's it. Because I know after knowing these things you will seem confused, because you will feel that this is not what is happening nowadays, because things are changed, peoples are changed, generation are changed, and so many things have changed. So back to my question: have you ever wondered the why rich gets keeps getting richer and the poor keeps getting poorer? So the answer is the people who made rules, they control the authority. The people who are in the power, they make the rules for the people who are powerless. And who are powerless? Poor people, middle class people, these people who don't have authority to make rules, and like don't have anything, because nowadays we are living in the democracy, so at least indirectly by voting we have some power to vote, and then we have some power to have our own leader who can think of us or for our own benefits, who can think of our benefits. So it is at that time Karl Marx introduced one concept, ideology. Before that, he puts one thing, that history is basically one long story of a one long group of people who just exploited another group of people. That's what Karl Marx believed. That it is because of the people who are in the power, they have the power to make rules. That's why it is possible to make other people feel exploited and just not let them come above their thing that is happening there. He calls a thing which is ideology. Ideology is a system which we are taught by the society, institution, college, schools, home, or whatever we are seeing in our surrounding. It is by those institutions that we are taught that whatever is happening is just, is fair, and this is the right thing which can happen. So Karl Marx said that because these ideologies exist in the society, we don't have that much open mind to question things, that why only poor, why they are provided first hand benefits which the richer is getting. For example, if a ladder is there and rich is already on the top and the poor is starting from the below, the rich people can climb it more beautifully because he has better shoes, better opportunities, better things. The poor people, he will have to fight all these things, including 3 shifts a day, doing hundreds of things to fight to the one with the one who has all the benefits and opportunities. This is what Karl Marx used to believe, and this is what made him angry and question these all authorities. The second thing is class conflict. Class conflict. Class conflict would be better understand with the same example which I gave you in the psychoanalytic criticism of the movie Devdas. like the main underlying meaning that was conveyed in that movie, that why both of the families didn't came at the same point about the marriage, because of the class and the ego, because one belonged to the higher class and the other belonged to the lower class. Or you can the another movie example reference, which is Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum, in which Shah Rukh Khan belongs to the higher family. He has the high mansion and um, big money and lands in the helicopter, all these things happening. Every poor people, when they see the movie, they desire to get at that place. They don't even question it, they think of getting at that place. And they think, because like for example, the lower class people in that movie, the Kajol, they are dreaming of getting married to them. This is how the thing is portrayed. It is not the mistake of author, because author is also the byproduct of the society, because he is also living in the society and he is also thinking from the same lens which he was brought in. It is not the problem of the author. It is how the it is all shown in such a way that this is the real thing. However, these all things are constructed. For example, a woman is thought to be successful when she is married to someone who is more acknowledged, more resourceful, and more wealthy. It is not the problem. The problem is why no any other option was shown to them, and why only this option was shown to them, that this is the way to get rich. The whole scenario sums up with the thing that the person who is in power will decide the future of the ones who are not in the power. That is the maximum, that is the ideology that revolves around Marxism. And that is what we study, the economic level. That comes to me the next point, which Karl Marx studied, base and superstructure. Now, base is the economic reality. For example, who will get distribution among the money, who will work under whom, who will be considered what. This is all comes under the base. Then there is superstructure. Superstructure is lying over the top of the base. It involves culture, religion, education, law, system, all of these on the top of it, on the top of the base. Superstructure gives support to the base, even knowingly or unknowingly. So now, whenever you read the text, you have to ask who has the power, who is getting to decide that how the plot will move, and who does ending reward the right person, and what does they mean with the right person definition. Who is operating at what level? Are they getting the chances they deserve? I will give you two more examples here. If you have seen Mughal Azam, then there is Salim and Anarkali. Salim is a prince, Anarkali is the court dancer. The marriage didn't happen, however, they were in love. But why didn't it happen? It was not like Anarkali was the bad person. It was all about that she was a dancer. Belonged to the lower class of people. It was all okay until it was about the physical relationship. But when it came to give the right she deserved, it all of a sudden the class conflict came. I mean, why didn't she come and take her right? The second movie is the Slumdog Millionaire. It is very pretty when you see that one person is just fighting and he works hard and he comes out and makes it to the top. Now the question is, why only one person there? Why the opportunity is not given to the maximum person that are living there, so they can have the brightest future? And other than that, all of the people who have been seeing this movie, they'll be thinking that okay, we need to work hard, we can reach at the top, we can do the things, but not the way. They can't question that why they are not provided with the resources. That's all for today's video. This is all what Marxist literary criticism is about. And in the end, the as usual, the notes will be there in the end of the video. in the next we'll be studying the most important video which connects everything to the personal agendas. See you soon in the next video.